Hello and welcome. I am so happy to have Jen Moss here and Michael Ralph. We're going to be having a conversation about the article, Creating a Happier Workplace is Possible and Worth It. Love the idea of innovative and creative solutions. But when you start to feel that sense of belonging and trust, and you feel like my manager supports me, you feel like the manager is not forcing fun, but it's more of this like organic way of us to develop these relationships. And when that trust is broken, which we're seeing in a lot of organizations, the reason they want workplace wellness to be not just an initiative, but a culture is because the trust is broken. And now they're trying to bring these people back up to some kind of a baseline. But like you said, this change isn't going to happen even in one academic year. Getting some phenomenal feedback, but then it's about picking the right initiatives and letting it breathe a little bit. We want those initiatives to work. So with that, I'll just
Right.
probably ask you for some final thoughts. I know your time is valuable, and we'll wrap this up, and I'll let you get on with your day.
Well, I love what you said too. I mean, there's this balance between consistency and frequency, and also people are just not, appreciating this, and it's not really helping them. And I think we do need to be consistently, perceptive. The top teams at Google, the ones that are the most high performing, have high levels of perceptiveness. And a big reason for that is that they have diverse teams. The most diverse teams had a majority female, more diversity on that team. And it wasn't, strictly female, but there was this like ability to increase perceptiveness. So our job as leaders is to just be really tuned in, when things are working, when they're not. I think in our gut that helps for us, but I think it's also important for us to recognize that there is a gap in the way that people are receiving information and communicating, and we have to meet people where they're at. And when we are looking at working with this younger cohort of Gen Zs, that their communication style is so different in the way that we have to work with them. We can't necessarily give them this technology thrash when they come into these environments. And one of the things that we've come to recognize about this generation is that they aren't really, good with email. That isn't the way that they communicate. They communicate in visual ways. Feedback has to be faster. And I know as leaders, we feel that pressure, but there's ways to use technology and tools that can help with that. We can create systems of feedback loop for people that like them faster versus people that like them, don't need them as much, for maybe our Xers, but our students do require a different kind of communication. And what I'm seeing in the gap between that is putting a lot of distance. And so if we can start to not necessarily have to be on TikTok and all of a sudden, I'm in my 50s and I'm totally uncomfortable on TikTok, never used it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, get the data from there, learn about what people are feeling. What are the stressors? How can you utilize an influencer in a way that might be able to connect the message better? I mean, there's lots of ways that we can all provide insights on that. But it is a gap that is creating a lot of distance and a sense of lack of belonging, not just for students, but also, all other generations that feel like that disconnect. And so I think we have an opportunity here to learn a lot and to create these partnerships that feel a little bit more meeting in the middle versus one side and against the other.
Love it. Thank you
I
so
think we need
much.
to. I think you need to put cats in the campuses. Cats will fix anything, just like your scale. It's like just throw
Yeah.
a nice, cute little cat there, and everyone will be happy and love it. And puppies too. Puppies are good too.
Puppies and cats, I mean, that's all really. I think we just created the whole
We
solution
just fixed it
right
right
there.
there.
No
Everything.
one needs us anymore. I don't.
I love talking to you, Jen. It's so good to connect and learn from you. And I love these conversations. I love our collaboration. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me and with Michael. And we're going to be playing this to our clients. So I'm really excited for them to learn from you. And hopefully we'll have more questions and more collaborations in the future. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was great. Thank you.